Do you know which is the highest mountain in the world? It's a question that stirs curiosity and wonder. The answer, of course, is Mount Everest. But did you know it goes by other names too? In the local languages of the people who live in its towering shadow, it's known as Sagarmatha in Nepali and Chomolungma in Tibetan. Nestled within the heart-stopping beauty of the Himalayas, this majestic peak straddles the border between Nepal and China's Tibet Autonomous Region. It's a beacon that draws adventurers, explorers, and dreamers from every corner of the globe. Why? Because it's more than just a mountain. It's a symbol of human endurance, a testament to our inherent desire to push beyond our limits and reach for the stars. And its size? Well, let's just say it's in a league of its own. Standing at a staggering height of 8,848.86 meters, Mount Everest towers above all other mountains on Earth. Did you know that the first successful ascent of Mount Everest only took place in the last century? Surprising, isn't it? But oh, what a tale it is. The date was May 29, 1953. The world's highest peak, known as Sagarmatha in Nepali and Chomolungma in Tibetan, was about to be conquered for the first time in recorded history. The heroes of our tale were Sir Edmund Hillary, a beekeeper from New Zealand with an insatiable thirst for adventure, and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa from Nepal, seasoned in the tough terrains of the Himalayas. Their expedition was a British one, led by John Hunt. It was a formidable team, but even then, the task ahead was no small feat. The mountain stood, daunting and magnificent, at a staggering height of 29,031.7 feet. The challenges were many, the risks astronomical. Yet their spirits remained undeterred. The journey was arduous, fraught with dangers both seen and unseen. The thin air at high altitudes posed a significant risk of altitude sickness. The unpredictable weather and harsh conditions tested their resolve at every turn, but they pressed on, their eyes set firmly on the prize. As the two men made their final ascent, the world held its breath. The moment was charged with anticipation and uncertainty. And then, at 11:30 a.m. local time, history was made. Hillary and Norgay had done what no man had done before. They stood at the very top of the world, on the summit of Mount Everest. The news of their success spread like wildfire across the globe. The triumphant duo had not just scaled a mountain. They had pushed the boundaries of human possibility. Their feat served as a beacon of hope and inspiration for adventurers and climbers worldwide, proving that with unwavering determination and courage, even the seemingly impossible can be conquered. The successful ascent of Hillary and Norgay marked a milestone in the history of mountaineering. It was an achievement that set the stage for countless other daring ascents in the years to follow, forever cementing their names in the annals of mountaineering lore. So, what makes climbing Mount Everest such a formidable task? Well, let's delve into some of the most daunting challenges that climbers face on their journey to the summit of this towering giant. Firstly, we cannot overlook the extreme altitude. At a staggering height of nearly 8,850 meters, Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth. The air is so thin up there that it holds only a third of the oxygen compared to sea level. This makes every step an exhausting battle, every breath a precious commodity. It's no wonder that the last stretch, known as the death zone, is named so ominously. And then there's the unpredictable weather. Everest is notorious for its sudden and severe storms that can whip up in an instant, catching even the most experienced climbers off guard. One moment the sky can be clear, the next you could be battling hurricane-force winds and blinding snowfall. The temperature too can plummet to bone-chilling lows of -40 degrees Celsius or colder. Harsh conditions are part and parcel of an Everest expedition. Climbers must traverse treacherous terrain such as the Khumbu Icefall, a moving river of ice with crevasses that can open up without warning, or the Hillary Step, a near-vertical rock face that tests the limits of one's climbing skills. Let's not forget the risk of avalanches, one of the mountain's most deadly hazards. But perhaps the most insidious challenge is the risk of altitude sickness. This condition, which can be fatal, results from the body's inability to adapt to the reduced oxygen levels at high altitudes. Symptoms include headaches, nausea, and shortness of breath, escalating to confusion, loss of coordination, and even coma in severe cases. The only cure? Descending to a lower altitude, a move that can mean the end of a climber's Everest dream. And yet, despite these formidable obstacles, hundreds of climbers are drawn to Everest each year. The allure of standing on top of the world, the thrill of conquering one's fears, the camaraderie formed on the slopes. These are what make the climb worthwhile. But it's important to remember that climbing Everest is not just about physical strength. Yes, you need to be in top-notch shape to endure the grueling climb. But equally, if not more important, is the mental resilience and the ability to endure. It's about pushing past the pain, the exhaustion, the fear. It's about persevering when every fiber of your being is screaming at you to stop. And so, we see that the challenges of climbing Everest extend far beyond the physical. They test the very limits of human endurance, of what we can achieve when we dare to step outside our comfort zones. The climb is not just about physical strength, but also about mental resilience and the ability to endure. There isn't just one way to reach the top of Everest. In fact, there are two main routes, each with its own unique challenges and rewards. The first route is the southeast ridge from Nepal, and the second is the northeast ridge from Tibet. The southeast ridge route, which starts in Nepal, is the more popular of the two. This is largely due to its relative accessibility and the fact that it was the very path that Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay tread on their historic climb to the summit back in 1953. This route is commonly referred to as the South Col route. Embarking on this journey, climbers first ascend through the Khumbu icefall, a treacherous passage with constantly shifting ice blocks. Surviving the icefall, they then face the western QM, a broad, flat, open valley also known as the Valley of Silence, where the lack of wind combines with the intense high-altitude sun to create oven-like conditions. The climbers then ascend the Lhotse face, an icy wall, before reaching the South Col, a saddle between Everest and Lhotse, the world's fourth highest peak. The final push to the summit is a test of will, stamina, and determination. On the other hand, the Northeast Ridge route from Tibet, though less popular, offers its own unique challenges and experiences. This route is known for its dramatic traverse of the North Face, which presents a formidable wall of rock, ice, and snow. The route then continues up the North Ridge and onto the Northeast Ridge, culminating in the final ascent to the summit. Both routes demand physical prowess, mental tenacity, and a respect for the mountain's unpredictable weather conditions. They each tell a different story, offering climbers unique perspectives and experiences. Each route presents its own challenges and rewards, making the journey to the summit a unique experience. Regardless of the path chosen, reaching the summit of Everest is a monumental achievement, a testament to human endurance and a tribute to the indomitable spirit of adventure. Ever wondered when is the best time to climb Mount Everest? Well, let's dive into the prime climbing season. The window of opportunity to scale this colossal giant primarily opens in spring, specifically during the months of April and May. This period is favored due to relatively milder temperatures and lesser wind, making the already treacherous journey slightly less daunting. But remember, slightly less in Everest terms still means extremely challenging by any other standard. But spring isn't the only time climbers attempt to conquer Everest. Some adventurous souls embark on their journey in autumn, a season less frequented due to its unpredictable weather. This only adds to the test of endurance and determination that Everest is renowned for. Despite the harsh environment, climbers from around the world gather during these months, all sharing the same dream: to conquer Everest. Each season, Everest stands tall, challenging, and inviting those who dare to scale its mighty peak. Mount Everest is not just a symbol of adventure, but also a fragile ecosystem that needs our protection. This majestic mountain, standing tall and proud, faces environmental challenges that are as steep as its slopes. One of the most pressing problems is waste disposal. Each year, hundreds of climbers embark on the journey to the summit, and unfortunately not all of them adhere to the age-old adage of leave no trace. This results in a significant amount of waste being left behind, tarnishing the pristine beauty of Everest. The issues don't just stop at litter. The large number of climbers attempting to summit each year also leads to overcrowding. The high traffic on the mountain's popular routes not only jeopardizes the safety of the climbers, but also puts a strain on the mountain's fragile environment. Overcrowding can lead to soil erosion and damage to the vegetation, upsetting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Then there's the elephant in the room: climate change. This global phenomenon doesn't spare even the highest peak in the world. Rising temperatures are causing the glaciers on Everest to melt at an alarming rate. This not only makes the climb more dangerous due to the increased risk of avalanches and landslides, but it also threatens the livelihood of communities downstream that depend on the meltwater for their water supply. The impact of these environmental concerns is far-reaching. The wildlife that calls Everest home, including the elusive snow leopard and the Himalayan tahr, are also affected. Changes in their habitat due to human activity and climate change could potentially lead to a decline in their populations. The preservation of Everest goes beyond just ensuring it remains a dream destination for adventurers. It's about safeguarding the rich biodiversity that thrives in its harsh conditions. It's about preserving a symbol of natural beauty for future generations. It's about respecting and protecting the Earth's natural wonders. The preservation of Mount Everest is a responsibility shared by all who dare to conquer it. Over the years, Mount Everest has seen some remarkable records. The mountain's towering heights have borne witness to feats of human endurance and resilience that continue to inspire awe and admiration. Let's start with age-related records. The youngest climber to ever reach the summit of Everest was just 13 years old. Imagine being barely a teenager and standing on top of the world. It's an achievement that most people can only dream of. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the oldest person to reach the summit, an 80-year-old mountaineer who proved that age is indeed just a number when it comes to chasing your dreams. Moving from age to speed, the record for the fastest ascent of Everest is nothing short of astonishing. One climber managed to reach the summit from the base camp in less than 8 hours. To put that into perspective, the average time to summit Everest is usually around 2 months, including acclimatization. This record-breaking climb is the mountaineering equivalent of a sprint, a testament to the climber's exceptional physical fitness and mental strength. But Mount Everest doesn't only host records about age and speed. There are records about multiple ascents, about climbing without supplemental oxygen, about the first woman to reach the summit, and many more. Each of these records tells a unique story of courage, determination, and an unyielding spirit of adventure. The record breakers of Everest come from all walks of life and all corners of the globe, reflecting the mountain's universal appeal and its power to inspire. They remind us that, despite its formidable challenges, Everest remains within human reach. They show us that with the right preparation, determination, and respect for the mountain, extraordinary feats are possible. These records stand as a testament to human endurance and the eternal allure of Mount Everest. Mount Everest continues to captivate adventurers and climbers from around the world. There's something truly awe-inspiring about this towering behemoth that reaches out to touch the sky. It's not just a mountain, it's a test, a challenge that many feel compelled to conquer. It's a symbol of human endurance, of our innate desire to push our limits and reach for the extraordinary. Today, Everest is more than just the ultimate mountaineering challenge. It's a meeting point for an international community of adventure enthusiasts, each drawn by their personal ambitions and dreams. Some come in pursuit of personal glory, to stand on the roof of the world and know they've reached the highest point on Earth. Others are drawn by the sheer thrill of the climb, the adrenaline rush that comes with facing down one of nature's most formidable challenges. Yet for all its popularity, Everest remains as unpredictable and dangerous as ever. The mountain is not to be underestimated. It demands respect, preparation, and an unyielding determination. The thin air, the harsh weather, the treacherous terrain, these are the realities of Everest, a constant reminder of our own vulnerability in the face of nature's raw power. But despite the risks, climbers continue to flock to Everest's slopes. Each year, as the spring climbing season rolls around, base camps buzz with activity. There's a sense of camaraderie among the climbers, a shared understanding of the challenge that lies ahead. They come from all corners of the world, united by a common goal: to stand on the summit of Everest. The allure of Everest is undeniable. It stands as a testament to our adventurous spirit, a beacon for those who dare to dream big. It's a mountain that has witnessed countless tales of triumph and tragedy, of dreams realized and hopes dashed. Yet it continues to inspire, to challenge, to captivate. Mount Everest, a symbol of human endurance and the spirit of adventure, continues to stand tall, challenging and inspiring us all.